Today on BigCTV, we take you on a field trip to the Cornetto Trilogy Marathon. We review The World's End. We're also going to give you a test drive of Saints Row 4, talk about some hot deals that are currently going on, and talk about next-gen consoles. All that's next on today's BigCTV. Hello everyone, welcome to BigCTV episode 9. I am Chris, aka Big C. First of all, thank you for those of you who've been waiting. I know we kind of took a week off this past week. Part of that's because we really didn't have that much to talk about, and I just couldn't find the time. That's part of the reason why I haven't actually set a specific schedule for when these episodes will air, just because you never know when they're going to. So, case in point this week, because there wasn't one last week, and this is episode 9 this week, and so on and so forth. Anyway, we have a pretty packed episode, so I'm going to get right to it. First off, we're going to take you on a field trip to the Cornetto Trilogy Marathon. For those of you who don't know, the Cornetto Trilogy is Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End from Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, and Nick Frost. We went to the marathon. Well, I did and my father did. And we're going to give you little snippets of video that we filmed during the marathon, as well as give you some tips for if you decide to attend your own marathon. So here's our field trip to the Cornetto Trilogy Marathon. Hey everybody, it's Chris. I'm here live at the Three Flavors Cornetto Trilogy Marathon. If you don't know what this is, it shows 3 Edgar Wright movies in a row. We have Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and the premiere of The World's End. I've been to many of these marathons. They're all a lot of fun. If you've never done one, you should. They're pretty awesome. Get a little lanyard thing, which is cool. I have a huge collection of them in my room. If you haven't seen them, you also get a t-shirt. I'd show you that, but don't feel like it. So if you haven't done one of these marathons before, a couple tips and tricks that you can use. They're useful, especially at AMC. Get large drink and a large popcorn, because those have free refills, and you'll probably need them considering you're seeing 3 movies in a row, or potentially more. I went to the Avengers Marathon back in 2012, and that had 6 movies. So, it depends on the marathon, obviously, but those are some good suggestions. Obviously, make use of your breaks on the back of the lanyard. It'll tell you the show times, and there's usually a break in between the movies, so try to use those breaks wisely. Use them to get food, use the restroom, that kind of thing. Now, it's exciting because I'm seeing this trilogy marathon with my dad, who hasn't actually seen the first 2 movies. I have many a time because I'm a huge Edgar Wright fan, but he hasn't, so it'll be fun to get his reactions after we watch Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. I love those movies. I think they're fantastic, so it's good times. So anyway, that's a little heads up going on here at the Three Flavors Cornetto Trilogy Marathon. So we'll keep checking it back in, and we'll give you some more updates as we go on. Alright, so we just watched Shaun of the Dead. This is my dad, by the way, for those of you. So, what'd you think?
Well, it was a very funny movie. Zombie, a horror comedy. There were quite a few gross moments, but for the most part, it was very well done in terms of the humor. A few little bits of it were somewhat predictable, but there were some moments of it that were hilarious. I thought the funniest moment was when the 6 of them were lined up, and they ran into the other group of 6.
Oh yeah,
that were an exact reflection of the other.
Alright, so we just got out of The World's End. Really enjoyable film, just like all of Edgar Wright's other films. Really funny, had some absolutely hilarious moments, as well as, just being a good time. So, definitely give it a thumbs up. We'll do our full review, obviously, later on in this episode. And of course, it was also really great to see Hot Fuzz again in theaters. I've never seen it in theaters before, so it's quite exciting. So, yeah, that's the end of our field trip live from the Cornetto Trilogy Marathon. I'll give you a little taste of what these things are like. Got my little lanyard thing. So, thanks for watching. Okay, so next we're going to review The World's End. I know we kind of gave you a teaser in terms of the review from that last video. So now we're going to review it. So here is our review of The World's End. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are back in a brand new film, The World's End. Reteaming with their Hot Buzz and Shaun of the Dead director Edgar Wright, The World's End is a fitting end to the Cornetto Trilogy. This film is about an epic pub crawl and looking back on your younger days. Pegg plays Gary King, a man who just can't seem to shake the fact that back in his younger days, he attempted a pub crawl with his best friends and couldn't finish. So instead, he tries to get the gang back together and attempt it again. Only this time, the stakes are a little bit higher. First of all, Gary believes it's his last chance of glory, and second of all, robots filled with blue stuff end up attacking. Well, not less attacking and more trying to convince the populace that everything's fine than to ignore them. The World's End is once again another interesting take on a specific genre. With Wright's first two films focusing on the horror and action genres, The World's End more so goes after a sci-fi flair with pretty solid results. Although the film definitely has a Invasion of the Body Snatchers type feel to it, which can also be considered horror. Pegg and Frost are once again delightful, as well as the rest of the crew, including Martin Freeman, best known as Bilbo Baggins in the Hobbit trilogy. The whole gang just looks like they're having a great time on the set, and the film itself reflects that. However, when things get ugly, so do things in the movie. The action is great, the comedy is great, everything's exactly what you would expect from an Edgar Wright film. It does appear to be slightly slower paced than the other Wright films, and that's including Hot Fuzz, which was intentionally slow up until the epic finale. However, the ending is probably the one weak point in this film. It's a little confusing and kind of bizarre, more so bizarre than what Wright usually does. But that doesn't change the fact that it's still a really enjoyable film. Overall, The World's End is a pub crawl you're going to want to attempt. It's a great film with plenty of great action, comedy, and lots of chills and thrills. If you enjoy Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, you're definitely going to want to see The World's End. We award The World's End an A-, or excellent. Alright, so next up we're going to do a test drive of Saints Row 4. New game came out either last week or this week, I don't remember. So we're going to give you a test of it, and hopefully you'll get a feel for the game. It's pretty ridiculous. Hope you enjoy it. Hello, this is Chris. We're doing a test drive of Saints Row 4. So this is toward the beginning of the game. My first objective is to go to a press conference. So that's what I'm going to do.
I'm really not looking forward to this press conference.
This is my president. I named him President Jetpack. He basically looks like a private eye detective kind of guy, but he has a Boba Fett jetpack. Because why the hell not? So let's go wander around and see what happens on this mission.
We've got enough clout right now for one major bill, not both. What do you want me to push for? Do you want to be the president who cured cancer or the president who solved world hunger?
Interesting decision. Cure cancer.
Cancer had a good run, but it's time to put it down. Good choice.
I cured cancer. Yay!
I hope Kinsey's keeping the sharks at bay.
And yes, if you were curious, my president's voice is Nolan North.
Now, you listen here. If you think you can cram your agenda past Congress, you are in for a rude awakening. You hear me? Now, let me tell you a little something about the greatest word in politics. Filibuster.
I can punch him, or punch Dick in the head? Tough decision. Let's go with this one.
Allow me to retort.
That's what you get for
Hey,
being a dick.
Doris, we still down for tennis and a blowjob? Oleg and I are about to head over to Camp David to watch some Nightblade. Yep. You down? Boom! That saved me some popcorn this time. And your #1 fan! Nice work, Oleg.
This is pretty funny so far, I have to say.
The president's words were taken out of context.
Kinsey, what's the right context for, and I quote, "I'm the patron saint of America. We should probably look into changing the Pledge of Allegiance to one nation under me."
That's a great question.
Jane?
I think we have a problem.
Oh, not you two. How many times do I have to...
Asha and Miller are waiting for you in the Oval Office.
If MI6 needed something, they would send it up the chain, not fly across an ocean.
They said nobody back home believes them.
Jesus, what's going on?
They think we're about to be attacked by aliens.
Yeah, I gotta go.
This is serious. You know that Kinsey's been saying the same thing.
When did you start taking Kinsey seriously?
When the people who helped us save the world said we should.
All right. I'll swing by after I come.
Oh crap, aliens!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a time for fear, but a time for celebration. Today, the best and brightest among you will find salvation within the Zin Empire.
I'm smarter than all these people.
Delightful. Do love your spirit, my dear. I'm Zinyak. Pleasure to meet you. Would you like to join me for a ride?
Yeah, crap. Well, now I gotta kick some alien ass.
Get off me! Alright, time to get some guns.
Alright, let's go run to the Oval Office.
5 steps. Every 5 steps.
There you are. Thank God you're all right.
Okay, where's Matt?
Upstairs, trying to find out what's happening.
What is happening?
All out war by the looks of it. I'm meeting up with Matt. I'll be in touch via comm.
Be careful. Could use second solutions.
Alright, so I have a shotgun, now time to go kill some aliens. Oh crap. Nice!
Shit. What the fuck is going on? We got this. Here, man, we gotta move. Shit, players, save yourself. Fuck that, save me. Many of the people are disappearing. Die, alien motherfucker! All the big companies are fighting. Response from world governments has been slow. Aliens are so dead. Die!
Oh, I'm good at killing aliens with a shotgun.
Tell my wife I had enough luck. Leave my country alone. Oh, did you piss off the wrong POTUS, assholes? Fuck. Enemy is identified. Where are you?
Yeah, buddy.
Take out my
Whoa.
Oh no! Oh no! Matt, hold on to me! Matt!
Oh, come on. Reload shotgun. Alright.
Still standing.
Crap.
Shit! An actor? How many of you are there? Let's do this, you
Yeah. Destroying aliens. Any more aliens for me to shoot? I think I may have destroyed them all. Nope, there's more. I think I blew it up.
Why do you humans enjoy leaping so much?
Get off my lawn, you son of a bitch!
Anyway, I think that's going to do it for our little test drive. Oh, no, never mind.
Welcome aboard.
Gonna hang you on the fireplace!
I want to see this first. Beat the crap out of him.
Now, not so fast.
You messed with the wrong president. Dang it.
Did you really think you could stop me? Oh, human arrogance. Is there anything more charming?
Damn. Getting my ass kicked.
Do what exactly? Huh? Bravado me to death? I'm going to have fun breaking you.
Alright. Now we're going to call it. So that was a fun little example of how Saints Row 4 plays. I hope you enjoyed our little test drive. I'm sure you'll see more because I've got to get this game. It's really fun already. So that's going to do it for this test drive. Hope you enjoyed our footage from Saints Row 4. Alright, so that was our test drive. So next up, we're going to be doing some hot deals. I've got two in particular I think you're going to find interesting. So, hot deals. Okay, so for today's hot deals, I've actually got two pretty big ones for you. First one is at GameStop. It's going until, I believe it's September 8th. This is a deal for those of you who are either collectors or would like to catch up on some games from this current generation before you make the leap to the next generation. GameStop is doing a deal where you can pick up 3 pre-owned games from a select list, which I have the list right here. It's a pretty sizable list, if you can't see. For $10. Total, not each. $10. And there's some pretty good sizable games on this list. I've already done it twice. Picked up a whole bunch of big titles, but they have everything from Army of Two, Battlefield Bad Company, Bulletstorm, which is $10 on its own, I might add. The Force Unleashed, Stormrise, Infinite Undiscovery. There's all kinds of really great games on this list, and you're not going to want to miss out, especially because you can get 3 for $10. So if you're looking for some new games to play, well, they're used, but still, new games to you, this is a great deal to take advantage of. So it's going on right now at GameStop, 3 for $10 on a select list, and go pick up some games. Alright, so our second hot deal is an Xbox Live sale. It is the Rockstar Games sale. They're offering some pretty steep discounts on several Rockstar games, including Max Payne 3, Red Dead Redemption, no Grand Theft Auto stuff. What else did I have? Midnight Club, and I thought there was one more, but I'm missing it. Oh, LA Noire. That's it. So if you either don't have those 4 games, or you do and you want some extra content, they're offering some really great deals. One I personally picked up is they have the Rockstar Passes, which are the season passes for different games, which includes all the content that's been released for them, really cheap. I was able to pick up the Max Payne 3 season pass for $5. So you really can't go wrong with that. That's a pretty amazing deal. So if you like any of those Rockstar games, if you have them, or if you want to try them but haven't gotten them yet, check them out on this deal. It's going on right now on Xbox Live Marketplace, so take a look at it. Alright, so that's it for hot deals. Last but certainly not least, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of Gamescom news for this week's Next Gen Talk. Alright, so I have a laundry list of things to cover on Next Gen Talk, so here goes. I'll try to, at least give a little bit of thought based on each one. It's going to be kind of a speed round, though, because this episode's already pretty long as it is. So here we go. First off, PlayStation 4 release dates. You can finally get your hands on the PlayStation 4 on November 15th of this year. So we have one release date down. We're still waiting on the release date of the Xbox One. Of course, as you know, because we've talked about it several times at BigCTV, we're especially looking forward to that one because that's the system we're getting. So there's still a lot of speculation on when the Xbox One's releasing, but we do know when the PS4 is. My guess is somewhere between November 1st and November 8th is going to be the release date for the Xbox One. Nothing's confirmed yet, so I guess we'll see what Microsoft has to offer later on, I'm sure. Next, Fable Legends, a brand new entry into the Fable franchise, was announced at Gamescom. It's a 5-player multiplayer game. Sounds kind of weird. Here's how it works. 4 players are teaming up together, co-op style, take down enemies and all kinds of stuff. A 5th player is kind of a dungeon master. Their job is to, throw things at the other players, try to trip them up, try to trap them. You're the villain of the game. So I could see this being really amusing, or it could be just boring. You could have some really douchebaggy dungeon masters trying to take you out, or you could have, a lot of good fun. So I'm optimistic. I'm not going to judge it until I actually play the game, but it sounds interesting. And I mean, I love the Fable franchise, so we'll see how it turns out. Next, Rise. At Gamescom, they not only revealed the Coliseum multiplayer, which the trailer for it looked quite cool. They also were able to reveal that the gameplay's changed. Now, instead of having button presses over characters' heads and be constantly quick time motions, it's just a little blue outline. They changed blue, and then you can choose to do a finishing move or not. It's up to you. I think this is a very positive change. It makes it a lot less gimmicky. But based on all the comments that I read from various game sites, everyone keeps saying it looks really good now. A lot of the fears from the E3 demo were erased at Gamescom. So good. Of course, we're going to get our actual hands-on preview of Rise for our Xbox One launch special, so you can look forward to that. Killer Instinct. They revealed pricing for it. Now, for those of you who don't know, Killer Instinct is actually going to be free, sort of, when it launches. It's going to come with one character right off the bat for free. So if you want to, you can just download it and play with that one character. If you want more, there are various pricing options available to you. One is for $20, which gets you all the basic characters and different color schemes. So it's a basic set, and it's only $20. So I mean, it's a value game right off the bat. So that's not bad. Or for $40, you get everything. And when they say everything, they mean all available characters, a couple that are going to be available next year, tons of customization options besides just color schemes, and a downloadable version of the original Killer Instinct. So that's kind of cool. Personally, I'm going to go for the $40 bundle right off the bat. So you'll get to see that in action again during the Xbox One launch special. You'll get to take a look at that. So that's cool. Next, Elder Scrolls Online revealed that they're going to have a subscription fee of $15 a month. Tack on to that, they are going to offer microtransactions. Now, those are completely optional, but they will be there, so people can buy extra stuff to help them out in the game. A lot of people, that's going to be completely turn off. Personally, I don't like MMOs. I'm not a huge fan of them. And to have to pay a subscription fee and have those pesky microtransactions in there, plus you have to pay for Xbox Live and all this extra stuff, not a huge fan. Now, there has been a report that Bethesda is trying to work with both Sony and Microsoft to allow non-subscribing gamers to play Elder Scrolls Online, which, I mean, that'll help those of you who just want to play that game. But, I mean, I don't know. I still don't want to pay $15 a month for one game, plus $60 to buy it originally. So that's a lot of money. And, I'm not going to be getting Elder Scrolls Online. Let's just put it that way. And we'll see how many other people do it. And lastly, Microsoft confirmed this past week they will never be releasing a version of the Xbox One without Kinect. So my soapbox was answered. Yes, Microsoft will not be revealing a non-Kinect enabled Xbox One. So rest assured, even if you don't want Kinect, you're going to have one. It's optional. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it's there. So that way, those of you who want to use it can get full advantage out of it, and game developers will know that everybody who's got an Xbox One has Kinect. So it's a really good thing overall for gamers. So that's all I've got for Next Gen talk. I know it was kind of a speed round, but we had a lot to talk about. So last, let's do a recap of our one review right now. We awarded The World's End an A-, or excellent. Wright definitely has a good time working with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and it really shows on screen. The comedy is just what you would expect from this trilogy of films and this trio of actors, and there's plenty to like, especially from the newcomers, including Martin Freeman. The action and sci-fi element is very well done and is a good parody of that genre. However, it can be kind of slow at spots, and the ending is a little bit confusing. Other than that, absolutely fantastic film. Okay, so that's going to do it for episode 9 of BigCTV. Thank you for watching. I'll look for episode 10, hopefully next week. Can't guarantee that, but we'll see what happens. So, that's it. Thanks for watching.